Never Lies Network, home of the greatest Chicago Bears fans on earth.
The following show is for mature audiences only.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies.
Tape never lies.
Starts now.
The tape never lies.
The Tape Never Lies Network. Starts now.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
Yeah, you look at the tape. So as a coach, your resume is the tape.
Loses the football. Strip sack and
Bears our live. Bears our live. We go on live right after Bears games with your boys draft talking the smartest man alive. Bears our live.
Son of a bitch, you better block.
Bears our live. We go on live right after Bears games with your boys draft talking the smartest man alive. Rant up with the true analysis you expect. Raw passion for the show. Bears fans get nothing less. Locked in with real emotion and passion for every play. Coach Phil delivering that range within with facts my show. Post game show like nothing else you're gonna hear. Some can try that copy, but a bucket's not sincere. Delivering the truth on what just happened to be clear. That's why we're on TV, so you can see it, not just hear. Hey, yo, with Draft Dr. Phil, you know it's always hit sticks. True to fundamentals, never gimmicks and tricks. Guess we're moving Soldier Field up to Arlington Heights. Mill out counting bucks while the mayor pick fires. Our life keeps growing, Shane's all knowing. Delivering the truth on how the QB's throwing. Dimes on time, just lacking fundamental. Whatever the case, we get hot like Senso. Fiery discussion on what happened in the game. This ain't your daddy's postgame, so expect the fucking flame. Not for the average fan, how long they can survive.
But don't you worry. Bears our live.
Bears our live. Bears our live. We go on
Let him sit his ass there again. I don't think we're that much worse.
The myth, the rant legend, Dr. Phil Ototion.
This is football, baby. Culture is the problem. Little thing. Bears our live. Bears our
Son of a bitch, you better
Bears
block.
our live.
That's what happens. That's when you have a real
Right
good team.
after Bears
And let's
games
get it
with
on.
your boys draft talk and the smartest.
Give me some fucking names.
This is Bears Hour Live.
This is TTNL. The Bears get a W at home, move to 4-2, 26-14 winners over the New Orleans Saints. This game brings a lot to the forefront, a lot of things to talk about. So let's get in it. Let me go grab my guy. Philip Atoshin is in the right room for this show, so we're going to talk about it. Phil, 26-14, man. I guess get into the rant or however you want to do it.
Always got to start Bears Hour Live with the DDP rant. That's what I was told by one Jim Larison. Anyway, the reality of football is always about finding your identity. As I said last week, the Bears' identity is the running game. And Ben Johnson, the reflection of the team is you. So finding that identity, you can't turn away from it. And today was a complete showcase of what is going to work and how you make your bread create more money. And that's run the ball down the field, set the tone. Everything else can open up from that. A lot of these young coaches want to do their playbook, want to make big plays and get on highlights, but the reality of winning is the most important stat. It's the only one that matters. And today I felt like Ben Johnson almost went away from the script and then came right back and realized today we need to run the football down their throat. Just great job by the offensive line minus Dahlman. We'll get into that in detail, but just getting to the second level with a lot of combo blocks. Got to give a shout out to DeAndre Swift. We talked about it last week. You gotta piggyback off of the Washington game by running with that same determination and pride. And he goes out there and really does it. And Monangai, the bowling ball mentality that he has, that's the perfect offset. The Rashawn Johnson shouldn't even be on the fucking team. The Ryan Poles politics is still making me sick to my stomach, but the reality of watching those two running backs hit the hole with their pads, with their feet turning, finding the openings, really set the tone for the day. Caleb not having the best day, throwing the football, holding on to the ball. I don't know until I see the tape. It just gets frustrating. Some of the boot, and then we're holding and looking, and are people not open? Should we have hit it sooner? That's the stuff I need to see before I place any blame. But it was a little frustrating seeing that too often. And for all the haters, I think isn't critical of the quarterback. The other thing he needs to really do is when you get on the edge of something, now take off and fucking run and press up the field and get positive yards instead of trying to make a big throw down the field. Again, you win the game, but those are the things I would be talking to with my quarterback. Like, if you get outside the fucking pocket and you have to wait another 4 seconds for someone to rearrange the scramble drill, no. You're not waiting. Get up the field and give me 8. Give me 28. Whatever it is. Just go up the field and make a play. Today, too much tap dancing towards the sideline, waiting for those throws. The last one, he kind of skipped to the ground in the late third quarter that he did that in. But then, to ice the game, a lot of questions. I know in my house, why aren't we kicking here? But as a coach, I said to everybody here, listen, I go for it here. I don't want my kick blocked, them return it, get life, and now they're onside kicking to try to tie or win this game, whatever it would have been. I just think you go for it there. It's already deep in their territory. And sure enough, Caleb Williams hits rookie Colston Loveland, and you ice the game there. Be aggressive. I hated then going forward on 4th down on the Dahlman no snap. He got blessed to not have that count because I just didn't think you go for it there. I thought you take the points, you make it a 2-possession game at that point, and luckily we were able to do it. The other tip of the hat to Ben challenging an easy forward pass. The ref allowing it to be picked up was pathetic. Credit the refs, though, for getting it right. And really, that was a real big momentum call by your coach, recognizing, and I always talk about being maniacal. That's what I mean by it. You have to be, he throws the fucking red challenge flag 40 yards or whatever. Same with me. You have to be completely competitive. Every inch matters. Your team plays like that. Big shout out to the defense, going out there, creating turnovers and really playing all helmets to the football, swarming all over the field. Really got after it today in a big win for the Chicago Bears. So, Shane, that's my rant there on a beautiful double win Sunday.
Yeah, like we said, Phil, I was hopeful going into today that you would see a little bit more. You could just tell with Caleb, obviously, you wonder what the thought process is there. I think I'll be interested to see what he says. His entire process, it was reverting back to what we saw early, where It was all sped up when it didn't need to be. And he left a lot of yards out on the field with his feet, Phil, like you brought up. I talked about it on the halftime show. And rather than trying to make the NFL films type throw on the sidelines, sometimes just, survive in advance. Get the 5. He had the 1 on the sideline to Rome that went out of bounds. I think he goes for 10, 15 plus on that.
This one coming up.
Yeah.
Yes,
there was nobody there. There was nobody there.
Run the ball.
Yeah.
Don't even throw that ball.
But and again, and you know how this is going to go. The people that never liked QB1 in Chicago in the first place, they're going to come out of the woodwork. I've already seen morons in the chat calling for Bajent after a win at Soldier Field because Caleb struggled today. It is what it is. It's never going to change. It's fine. The Bears moved to 4-2. The most important stat at the end of the day is that you got the W. Do we get the W last year? The way that this game unfolded? 100% not. On the season, the Bears had 11 interceptions last year. Through 6 games this year, the Bears have 11 interceptions. So Al Harris called his shot pregame with the 4 takeaways. The Bears went out there and did it today. They're starting to believe. And I understand people are saying that, this high velocity and all these turnovers are not sustainable. Well, they're still getting them. They're forcing them. The linebackers are making plays. What we worry about most now is Tyreek Stevenson. Shoulder injury. Yeah, that's something that he's got a history with. We'll see how that goes. Big game coming up as you head to Baltimore next. And as you start to get some of these guys back, hopefully you get Austin Booker back like that. You would hate to lose Tyreek Stevenson at a time like this. But again, most important thing at the end of the day is the W. The Bears moved to 4-2.
Yeah, I know Rome gets a little frustrating to watch. Drop ball. I mean, there's balls you gotta catch sometimes. And
yeah, you're a top 10 pick. That's why you're brought in here. You're brought in here for those contested catches. And the thing about it is, Phil, the defender's not even getting a hand in there. It's hitting him in both hands.
Both hands.
That's the frustrating part.
Again, that's not something fans are going to talk about. You get frustrated, but again, the ups and downs with quarterbacks. Some days it's the run game's day.
Yeah.
And that's the way you do it. That's what a good coach does. And Ben, despite his little quaffs and weird toss reverse, let's run fucking it drives me insane. Critical situational football, he's doing the right things and getting that shit done. I really think the frustration for me is Dahlman.
I've never seen a guy double clutch a snap, keep it in his hand, and then stand up with it and turn around. I don't know if I've ever seen
it should have been
that.
A penalty.
Yeah.
The broadcast was right. I don't know if it was Daryl Johnson or the play-by-play guy who I don't know his name, Burkhart or maybe somebody else. They're right. That should have been a penalty. They did get it right when they were going for it on 4th down and goal, which I was against, Shane. I don't know where you were there. I wanted the field, take the points there, make it a 2-possession game. And luckily, the penalty forced them to kick the field goal. But Caleb, obviously going to be the story for everyone. A bad pick by him, throwing a pick.
Well, it's like this, and this is the idiot that I saw earlier. It's just, it is, you get morons.
Oh my
whatever.
God.
You're embarrassing, lunatic. And I know you've been with us for a long time. Just stop, bro. You're interested in fucking stats. That's it. That's it. You don't know football. You're a fantasy football fan that wants stats, and you get butthurt over stats. It's a W. Caleb didn't play well today. It's gonna happen. Everybody that wants to praise Drake May, who is playing great, look at the teams that they've played overall. The schedule helps 100%. And I'm not saying that it doesn't make a difference playing the Saints. It does. You're also going to have bad games. And Caleb had that today. He didn't look good. But if you're calling for Tyson Bagent to be inserted and saying that he's a better quarterback, you're a fucking fool. I don't know how else to say it. You're an embarrassment as a Bears fan. You are.
No, you are. You really are. I think it's pathetic that anybody, if you're calling for Bagent, just go watch another fucking channel. Swifty's available probably for you to watch. They'll give you a flip-floppage for you. That's your style. What other team with a first-round quarterback after what he did last
probably
week,
wanted Fields, who got benched today, by the way.
God. It's pathetic. It's the second-year quarterback playing on his first year with Ben Johnson. There's going to be bumps in the road. I'll fucking take the bumps with a win. I will. Because those 100%. Are the teachable, coachable moments. Like, Caleb, look at this. You need to run here. Like the play Shane's talking about where he threw to Dunze. They're going towards the city, right? But based on the television, it looks like anyway. They're going that way from your screen from right to left. And he's booting out to his left. Here's a Dunze. No, you do not throw that one. Just fucking take it upfield, scoot, and get 12, 15 yards. Instead, he throws some bullet pass. Then I get on my quarterback. But calling for Tyson Bagent right now is I don't even have an analogy to make up right now, and I'm shocked, but it's embarrassing. You should fucking go take a timeout. Go take a timeout. And yes, that's why I said it's a great double win. I get a fucking text 20 minutes before kick that our starting fullback, one of our best players on the team, is not going to be playing today.
Fuck you, Bullets.
Bullets.
He was sick. I'm like, oh my God, Shane. On the road, a 4-2 team versus a 6-0 team. And boy, did these kids step up. And
everybody say goodbye to Lunatic. He just officially got banned. Go troll someplace else.
He's gone. So yes, 24-8, Wolverines and Bears, a double win. Shane, those are my favorite Sundays.
We'll take it. We will.
Now we head next week, Shane. 7-0 Berlin versus 7-0 Southington. Under the lights. Under the lights.
That's a road game, or we're
home.
Nice.
It's gonna be a big game. Big game. So we've secured the bye week.
Love it.
But anyway, if you want to trade for Justin Fields and put him as a running back in our offense, he's better than Roschon Johnson. I'll tell you that.
I would, yeah. I'm still not doing it. Not at that money.
All I could say is I can only be honest. Was Caleb not good today? Yes. Does he have to be better? Yes. Are you benching him for your backup? Fuck. Are you fucking pathetic? Are you a fucking
lunatic is pathetic
scum bag piece of garbage? That's what you would ask. You would be thrown out of you've never coached, played, you've never worn a fucking jock strap in your life. If you're sitting there, should have put Bagent in. Bagent would be, are you fucking dumb?
Right. And it 2 or 3 watch it's not on the quarterback.
On Dahlman.
Who was on Dahlman, who was double clutching.
I don't know what the fuck this dude
didn't even
today.
The second one. Listen, if you want to make I've seen worse snaps be handled on the one that Caleb, when it went high and he didn't grab it. It is what it is. So chalk that up to between them both. High snap, Caleb didn't control it. The second one, he double clutched, held the ball, and then stood up with it and turned around and looked at the quarterback. he did it again on the third one where he snapped it and then brought it back and held on to it. It's crazy. That's not a disconnect. That's on Dahlman.
Dahlman was atrocious today. Honestly, he looked like my backup center out there with the snaps, and it affects rhythm. Now you're confident that this motherfucker gonna get this snap again. And Mike V is not wrong. If Rome makes 2 of the 3 drops, all of a sudden you're talking different about Caleb. I mean, that's how this game is, man. All you want is W at the end of the day.
Yep.
And you know what? I would rather have than my quarterback throwing 400 yards and a loss.
The win
is my running game getting established as the identity of your fucking football team moving forward. Because guess what? Every team that has to come and play the Chicago Bears are going to have to stop the run. And I'll take Caleb learning from his mistakes because I totally understand how to fix it. And I believe Ben obviously will do the same thing. So please remember when we couldn't run the ball like this?
Yeah.
And everything was dependent on Caleb making a fucking play. Now everything's going to come together. The rhythm got out of hand because of the center. I'm telling you right now, those of you that have played this game, just think about it. Whether you play quarterback, receiver, your center starts fucking up.
Who the fuck is glazing Caleb Williams? Honestly.
Oh my God, dude. Please.
Listen, Dave.
God.
Good Lord, dude.
Are you fucking listening?
Clearly not.
Holy shit. The guy went to fucking Dunkin' Donuts this morning using a new word.
Phil, come on, man. No one is scared of the Bears.
Oh, here we go.
Now he's got it.
Oh, no one's scared. After putting back-to-back road showcase of their run game, and then today, no one's scared. Who the fuck? Who are you talking to? Dave? Who are you talking to in the NFL that you know? No one's scared. What world are you in? Look at this guy. Is that Christopher Jackal or C. Jackal?
I don't know. It's got a picture of a soccer player. It's got to be Christopher, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
He was producing right now. He could be putting up all these trolls. Fucking.
So the Vikings lose, so we'll take it.
Oh, who did they lose to?
Philly.
There you go.
They ended up coming back.
I think, honestly, if Bajent played today, the Bears lose 28-12. No joke. There you go. Put that on fucking social media. I've watched Bajent. We're not looking at a guy that moves out of the pocket. Like, Caleb must have saved 3, 4, 5 sacks by getting out of the pocket and escaping. But you're just sitting there fucking touting something like I know. How about the 3 drops? How about some of this bubble shit?
And oh yeah, by the way, we literally have said 7 times at this point that Caleb did not play well. Here is Coach Johnson.
See where they're at tomorrow. I think this game really started and finished there with our defense. They just did a phenomenal job throughout. When you look at those critical numbers, it was 44 yards rushing. I saw 4 sacks and 4 turnovers, and I just thought, credit to Dennis Allen and his crew one more time. They're doing a great job getting us the ball on offense with great field position, and it certainly gives us a ton of momentum in games like that. And so they just did an awesome job offensively. That the 200 yards rushing, I think both ball carriers ran physical, ran violent, but huge credit to our offensive line and the tight ends in that core blocking unit, because you could feel that line of scrimmage move at times, and our backs were finding the holes. So that was really the name of the game there. A lot that we can clean up and we can improve. That's always a good thing. We'll coach these guys hard, and we'll turn our page
pass interference
on the
call
Baltimore
was
soon.
Horrible.
Oh, atrocious.
With the running game, how satisfying is it to have come out of the bye week with answers and found something there that's giving you some life?
Yeah, no, I think we've been pretty consistent with that message that it was just going to take a little bit of time to
Dude, get me a fucking
our
punt
O-line
returner
on the
and
same page
get
and
this
feel good about
Duvernay the
their
fuck
fits
out.
and their combinations. And I think that's
Dude, you
starting
see
to come
him bounce
together.
to the right. The whole
You
is
accumulate the reps over the course
whole
of camp.
field's of green.
And
Go
through these
forward.
first 5 games going into the 6th one here, and I think you really see it start to come to life a little bit. So
all the fucking field boys, the cult.
I feel really
all
good. They're really well
quiet.
coached. Dan Rochar, Kyle Levan, they do phenomenal jobs, and they've been very consistent with that crew. It's a prideful group. Obviously, they want to protect the quarterback in the passing game, and they want to be able to run for 200 every week in the running game. So really proud of what that looked like today.
You had several red zone trips today that didn't result in touchdowns, but field goals. What do you think was the problem that prevented you all from getting those 7 points instead of the 4?
We'll have to take a look at it. I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Coach, these turnovers,
execution.
It's weekly now. It's not like just some once in a while type of thing. What do you most contribute to how the defense is taking the ball, Larry?
Yeah, I think they come in bunches, and these guys we got a method in place of how we want to practice it. Dennis does a great job with instilling that confidence in those guys, putting them in the right spot. When the ball touches their hands, they're coming down with it. We really don't have many drops on that side of the ball.
Running back shit.
They're very conscious of it when it's a running play to try to push that ball and get it out. And so
get Roshan
it's just
fuck off the team.
It's just really working for us right now, and really our team needs it. I mean, it's
Travis Homer's
really
back. Got to use him, right?
This last 4-game stretch for us.
Had to have him active.
Sean's takeaway seemed to be the spark early for you. What did you see both on the interception and then the return?
Ja'Day Walker was not active today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a great catch. And then we've really been emphasizing, because we've been getting all these, is how do we turn these into
awful, dude.
Whether it's in scoring range or getting in the end zone ourselves on defense. And so all of our guys are taking a ton of pride in getting connected after an interception like that and looking to make key blocks so that we can extend that. I thought Shawnee hopped on up and was really, I thought he was going to go down once or twice, and he just kept on going. So you might have to give him the ball a little bit on offense as well.
And you talked about the discipline, the details, the things you want to clean up, and striking that balance of doing that. What's your message to the team in terms of looking ahead and getting those
Caleb Williams is the best player on the fucking team.
I think that's the benefit of when you win.
We'll be fine.
You can usually coach a little bit harder, and so we're always true colors on Monday.
We'll have bad days,
and when it's good, we'll tell them when it's good. When it's bad, we'll tell them what we got to clean up. And so there's a number of things there today that we can get better at.
You see a little reversion, following up to that question, in terms of some of the sloppiness overall?
Say it again.
Some of the sloppiness, did you see a little bit of reverting back to some of the issues that you guys?
No, I would say I was hopeful that game 6 we would play cleaner football than that.
Any sense of what happened on the 4th and goal? There was a
my center
exchange, but then there was a false start.
Yeah, they blew it dead, false start, so moved us back and ended up kicking.
Do you know what happened with Caleb and Drew there?
No.
Coach, it was just the 2 drives from the defense wrapped around halftime. They kind of let some things get away. How disappointing was that when you guys were dominating the game and looking to go into halftime?
Yeah, I mean, I put the before half on us offensively as much as is giving up that big play on defense. We had that 3 and out. We had control of possessing that ball before halftime, and we didn't do a good enough job. I think that's 2 weeks in a row there. We had a 3 and out before halftime. Something that we practice, something that we really stress, and we're not getting the job done. So we put the defense in a bad spot.
That whole drive.
I thought we limited their explosives throughout that day, except for the one before halftime that resulted in points for them.
Too conservative.
And then, out of halftime, I thought we had some chances, and we just couldn't stop them. But beyond those 2 drives, I thought the defense played some of the best ball we played all year.
You guys took the ball to start the game, so they got it back after the half. You guys been getting out pretty early in these first quarters, and the Saints were struggling defensively in the first quarter coming into this game. Was that kind of the thinking? It didn't really play out that way. Was that the thinking when you took the ball?
No, it's weather related. It's a windy day, so I want to be able to control in the second half which way we're going.
How do you view the overall trajectory?
Cole Kmet was hurt.
6 games.
Yep, back.
Yeah, up and down. So that's what we've looked like. We haven't hit our stride yet offensively. We're capable of a lot more. We
Some
have very
people just
talented
can't
individuals.
listen, man. They can't.
I feel strongly in our coaching
They're the
staff.
same dudes that never
but
play.
We're not
Les,
complimenting
they
our
won by
defense on a
12
regular
at home.
basis with the number of
So
turnovers
is
we've
punching
had
him in
over
the
last
mouth
4
16?
games.
Is running for 200 yards, punching him in the mouth? Yeah.
Christ.
If this clicks, it'll
Yeah,
fall
it
out.
is.
And by the
That's
way,
how you
Yeah, I
fucking
think it's a
do
lot
it.
of
that
things.
overall
Three
point,
turnovers?
And
that
so that's
overall
something we'll
point
look
is
at
you
on the
can't
tape,
fucking
and
lose
we got to clean
at
up.
home.
We still have the false starts.
Dude,
The good thing
these
was
guys want
the running
fucking
game was working.
Martin
the passing game wasn't
Scorsese
nearly
games
efficient
at
enough.
home.
Oh,
They
dude,
want all
it's
the
the
fucking
fantasy football effect.
It's
fantasy.
facing his former team today.
You want fantasy? Go fucking play with Adam Rank and Chris Jackal.
And Dennis's unit being part of the win.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly led the charge there. We don't win that game if they don't play
all
that
over
well.
the fucking place.
They just did an outstanding job, and I kind of felt it over the course of the week there with the 2 practices that we were able to get in that schematically he had some really good thoughts that were going to put some stress there on the offense.
Like
Bro, it's like
yards versus
I
the fucking
thought
best
the
defense.
they just
It's why I
Rusty
can't
in the
stand
league.
fantasy
What they were
football.
looking for.
That's
Then
why I
New
fucking
Orleans
hate it.
comes to town, you
was huge.
fucking punch him in the
Then
mouth,
foresee
up and down the
how you
field.
sense that Caleb played just from experience out there today.
Yeah,
And you're
hard to say off
4
the
and
cuff.
2.
You just go off the numbers, and we, like I said, we weren't efficient enough in the passing game. So we'll see
Hi, I'm Dave.
why that was.
Go ahead, Jason.
Dave.
When you see him scrambling around quite a bit in the pocket, is that what you want him doing?
Every
in those
time I see a
situations,
Dave, I
those
think of
12-second plays where
fucking
you need something more decisive, quicker than that?
No, we design a play
I
to
think
work through the progression, and if he feels pressure, then that's when he looks to move on from there. And so, I'll go back, I'll look at that. I don't feel like we've had a ton of those up until today. I know we had maybe 2 or 3 more of those today than what I've normally felt. So we'll see what was the reason why and what can we do better. But the broken down plays in general through 6 games, I don't think it's given us the yardage that we would like.
Had a pretty significant challenge that you won there. What was the process of getting to the point of dropping that play?
Yeah, we got a good
You're in
replay booth upstairs, and so they're getting
it's on
footage,
their end.
and
yeah,
it looked really
Larry
close.
Mayer
It felt like
kissing
it was
somebody?
It's like a
enough to be
bubble's
forward
getting
from the couple
balloons
of
getting
angles
ready
that
to
we
pop.
got.
Yeah.
Really
leaking
good
air.
communication on the headset with
Larry's
that,
kissing somebody.
and the fact that their offense wasn't going super fast gave us plenty of time to make sure we were exhausting all avenues.
And we've talked about DeAndre in recent weeks. As a coach, how satisfying is it for you to see a guy like that be
You don't
rewarded
think
for
Dennis
the
Allen had fucking
effort that he gives you?
wants
Yeah,
during
I
this
think
league?
that's all of our guys. You just keep going back to work. When things go your way, you go back to work. When things are hard, you go back to work. That's really the answer for everything, and that's what we're going to continue to do as a team. But to your point, Swifty has done a great job here these last 2 weeks.
It's the first time you'll ever hear that on these airwaves.
We're at the point of the season now where
Does a
no
great
one
job.
feels 100% anymore, and that's what it's going to be the rest of the way. None of those guys feel great. Their bodies don't feel good, and yet you still show up and you find a way to be there for your teammate next to you, and Swifty certainly exemplifies that.
And was Grady Jarrett close today, or what went into that decision?
We'll see. We got him back there in practice. That was Friday, right? And so we'll see what it looks like next week in terms of his availability for next Sunday.
The officiating is just atrocious.
Because he wasn't ready. Yep.
Because he wasn't ready, ass.
How do you feel about Caleb not having 400 passing yards today in the 12-point win? I don't know what else to say. I really don't. It's just, goddamn.
I would step to the podium, and I'm just built different.
I would be fine. Yeah, I would.
This
get
isn't
fined weekly.
fantasy football, you jackasses. That's what I would say. Like, what are we doing here? A win. That's all I want. Did Caleb make some plays out there? Hell yeah. Did the refs take away some? Yeah. Was there some trouble with Dahlman? Shotgun snaps were off too. Wasn't just this. This guy's giving me a headache, Dahlman. But Caleb wasn't up to my standard of expectation for him.
Exactly.
Like we're talking about here. I'm just being honest. Rome has to catch 2 out of those 3 balls. You gotta start fucking catching these balls.
And Caleb just has to settle. He's got to settle down, settle his feet, and you can see it when he's sporadic with his feet. He's all over the fucking place.
100%.
Got to settle down.
Honestly, as a coach, I'm telling you, don't kick the field goal there. Get the first down. Caleb goes in there, stands patient, confident, boom, strike to Loveland, game over. Got to get him to that point. It also comes through play calls. I want to see better play action, fakes. I want the running back to come to the quarterback and initiate a fake, not slide and everything be off. You have to be a perfectionist. I looked at it last week. It's got to be better. On Patreon, everybody saw it. If you're not a patron, get signed up today. TheTapeNeverLies.com. I'll be breaking down this tape like nobody else does and showing you the whole perspective of the offense and some defense. But the reality for me is the run game is a huge story. I need a football team that wants to win championships. You don't do it by being a passing team. You just don't. If you can bring defense on the road and run game on every road, everything else will fall into place. Everything. The run game travels. Shane, last time I checked, you average 4 yards per carry. What's 3 times 4?
According to
12,
Joe,
right?
According to former patron Joe Treviso, who only tweets negatively about Caleb Williams, 3 times 4 is 116, Phil, according to Joe.
Yeah, good call, Joe. You're another embarrassment.
He is.
Another one. What are you even talking about?
He doesn't understand football, Phil. It is what it is. Like I said, I know people
tell my boys 3 times 4 is first down. That's the equation.
Yeah.
That's your equation. Take that with you. Young coaches, learning to coach, whatever. 3 times 4, first down. I don't need to throw. There's 3 things that happen when you throw, and 2 of them are bad. So run the fucking ball. Then throw it when you need to. Mix it in there. We're not playing fantasy football. The last time you won a fantasy football league championship will be the first time the Bears have won a Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. I agree with Amply Done here. I love how they kept Monangai to get the first TD after the huge run before. I totally agree. Got to give him the ball. He earned it. Give it to him. It's very special to watch these guys handle that bullshit the way they do. Hold on. I got to take this.
Well, thank you. Putting me on the spot there. We're still waiting for Caleb to come out. And again, I know you guys get upset when we address the haters, but that's we're the ones that are doing it. We're the ones that haven't wavered. We're the ones that are trying to teach football the way that it is. There's going to be ups and downs. You guys as Bears fans aren't focused on every single thing that's going on in the league, just like we aren't. So we're going to address what's in front of us. 6 games in. Is anybody out there surprised that Caleb Williams is going to have some struggles along the way and not be great? And I understand what the next point is going to. Well, you guys said that he was generational. Yeah, a lot. You can have generational talent. I didn't label him as generational, by the way. You can have generational talent. You have to have the right coach to bring that out of you along the way. There's going to be bumps. If he went out there and played like he did today and the Bears lost because of it, we have a much bigger problem with it. That's the way that it is. You had a 12-point win. Was the game ever in question? Yeah, we all as fans tightened up a little bit coming out of half, I understand that when they bring it to a one-score game, but what did the Bears do? With some big throws by Caleb Williams, took you right down the field. It is what it is. I am still not trading Caleb Williams for any of the other rookie quarterbacks. Or second-year quarterbacks. Nobody's story has been written in stone yet.
To
This
get our players explosive
jacket
ball.
he's wearing was given to him
that,
by a breast cancer
about 5 or 6, I
survivor.
think, on the
A
run, which
woman made
is
this
extremely frustrating
jacket.
for
So
me.
before you
especially just
homophobe
kinda how, my
assholes
nature's been for
start to
the
make
past couple years
commentary, I just
of my
wanted to give you
career.
some
And,
perspective of
I
background on it
think if I hit
and
those
tell
up,
you
then
why
there's
he's
nothing
wearing
said. But,
that.
it's just being able to
Like a
understand in
classy
those
guy
situations
that
that,
he
if I'm
is,
not hitting
telling
or
the
anything
woman,
like that,
I'll wear
how a
this
QB run in those
after a game
situations
for
where
sure.
maybe, the defense calls a good call or a perfect
That's
call
what a
or whatever
good
the case may
person
be.
does.
The QB takes off and gets positive yards. I think I've done a good job with that so far this year. I think today I did not. And so just
Shane,
being able to
accountability.
Shane,
Weird.
me and you were talking about that. Run the ball.
I think guys got open.
Good for you, Caleb.
And I think I missed. I
Oh,
think
wow.
that's what it boils down to. And then other than that, it's just being able to have have it on my conscience that I can help this team not only by scrambling and delivering a good ball to receivers, which I didn't do that well today, and is also understanding that I can run and hurt a team with my legs.
You got a message from the coach.
Yes.
You got a message from BHL. That's how we let off the show.
100%. That's
Yeah,
my
think
number
about it.
one
We
point in the
threw an
rank.
interception today, and defense had 4 turnovers, 4 sacks. I threw an interception. I didn't play well today, and then the offensive line, pushes us through. DeAndre Swift and the backs push us through for 200-plus yards on ground, and so it's being able to
I don't know how
find ways
anybody
to
can
win
take shots
is
at
what
this
we've been
kid,
able to
man.
do, and we're going to keep doing that.
It's
But
so
it's also
pathetic.
being able to find ways to come together
This is
as
a
one.
young
When defense
kid
has a turnover, we go down
growing
and put 7 on the board, not a field
through
goal.
his talent. I say
And that
he is a
accounts for me,
generational
that
talent
accounts for
that I've
all of
seen.
us on offense.
What
That
Shane
accounts
is
for
talking
just
about is
everything
exact.
overall. And so
You can have
it's
all the
just being
talent
able
in
to
the
execute
world.
plays
You
that are
ain't gonna
called.
fucking just
It's being
win.
able to
You gotta mold
when
it
you have those moments
and
for
build
explosive
it.
plays, we connect on them. I
When you
deliver a
step
good ball,
foot in
or
the door,
offensive line does a good
the
job.
greatest talent I've
of
ever
blocking up
scouted.
and the backs hitting
Like
the hole and
everything.
having explosive plays. So
The
I
strongest
think
arm,
overall there's a lot of growth that can be
velocity.
had.
Drew Dahlman came out and said
It's
that the
insane to
snaps
think
were
that, and we're
100% on him.
about how much
He
growth
wasn't
we have.
said he
left,
wasn't on the
myself
right
included.
cadence.
And
center.
we like I said, like I said before, we want to hit the ground running at the right time. Where we're all hitting on all cylinders. Defense is playing, great, and I want to,
You're
have
right.
them have their back, and just like they have ours, and
so,
we want to keep that rolling.
How frustrating is it to see the pre-snap penalties and there's some center snap exchange problems? Drew took blame for that.
Yep.
Tough to see that kind of return today.
Yeah, it's frustrating because it's the pre-snap stuff, the center QC exchange. It is frustrating just because we put so much time and energy into it. But I wouldn't say I put that on Drew or anybody. I can take that blame just because it comes down to cadence. It comes down to everybody being on one page and having everybody calm and understanding. We're going to go execute this play, and we just need to snap the ball at the right time and be able to hit plays at the right time, execute the plays, and that comes down to communication. That comes down to knowing what we have to do. That comes down to the cadence at the end of the day. And so I can always help in those situations, and we'll be better with that.
Love
forward.
this kid,
How
man.
do you handle
Honestly,
the progress being kind of
accountability, leadership.
like it to be linear and just progressively steps forward? How do you deal with
That's
step
how you
forward,
build.
step back?
I'm old enough to remember Troy Aikman fucking
You
throwing
saying for
30
myself
picks.
or offense? What are you saying?
Either one. Which one do you want to answer?
I'll go for myself. Days like today, I would say, are needed, just in the sense of it gives you a little bit more to be able to look back on something and figure out what. And so that's important. And so you have these moments, and then you get later in the season, and you may start to have one of these moments, and you get to go back to the feeling, go back to what was wrong, and what you need to figure out early in the season, And so now, when we're late in the season, it's like, okay, I remember what it was. I remember, how can I fix it? It's more of a solution-based, thing instead of it being like, what's the issue? And so right now we're going to go back. I'm going to go look at the film. I'm going to figure out, and I am going to figure this out, especially with, some of these explosive plays, some of these, mainly talking about the on-the-run stuff. And I haven't been efficient with those. I haven't been hitting them, and it's frustrating. And so I'm gonna, we're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out. When we start hitting on those cylinders, where we start having some of these explosive plays, especially when the play breaks, and it turns into our second play, it's going to be real devastating to the other side. So we're going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. And then other than that, it just comes down to the basics: feet, eyes, delivering a good ball to the guys, and then it comes down to, like I said before, communication and make sure everybody's on the same page, and we're rolling off the ball.
In your life, high school, college, pros, have you ever had a game like this where you weren't particularly prolific and you still won?
Yeah. I mean,
what a dumb fucking question by Pat
necessarily
Finley.
off the top of my head name the game, but yeah, there's been games where
Like
I may not have had my best
sister
game.
dating some nerd.
And, maybe ran the ball. I think there was a game where we ran the ball for around
decides to
200
ask the
yards.
question.
He didn't have his greatest game last week, and they fucking won, asshole. Pat, you were at the game.
One touchdown, and you're just as excited.
Christ's sake.
I mean, the progress that we've had overall on offense, especially coming off these past 2 weeks of being able to run the damn ball, as every offensive line wants to do and says. And so there are things that I can be better at. There are things that I'm going to be better at. There are things that
night vision. I'm glad you're caught up with us on the PC.
You just have those days sometime.
Because Shane and I
it's nice
are
that
fired up.
we have a defense.
We've won 4 games in a row.
Or whatever you want to say, kicker, that can put us ahead, that can help us win games, a run game that can, control the game. And so,
defense is starting to create turnovers.
We'll be putting up a lot of points to be very dangerous.
Caleb, back up to the loss in Detroit. You said an optimistic tone saying that we got 15 games left, and sensibly, you won 4 straight sits. What's the feeling for you now at 4-2 and looking ahead to what could come here?
Yeah, belief. Still, it's confidence. It's belief. It's living in the known. The feeling of myself this year, in the sense of when we have games, when we're going through the game plan, when we get to the end of the week, it's more of a feeling of we know we're going to win. And that's not always going to be the case, but the feeling of it is different than maybe or we got to go out here and play a perfect game or anything like that. It's living in the known.
You'd be fucking losing our shit.
Of we're going to come out here and win the game. And obviously a lot of things have to go
We might
right.
have to
We got to
unveil
execute. We got to
all the tweets that said the
communication, all
Jets
these
are
different
actually
things.
building
Defense play
around
well,
him.
offense play well,
First team to ever do that.
Ball,
Yeah, great.
Living in the known is kind of where we're at. Even when we were 0-2, we were still living in the known that we're gonna fight back, and we're gonna be 2-2, and then
shout out to Kevin Byard, man.
So it's living in the known. We have to
got extended.
throughout the week.
I put more years on his deal. I think it sends the right message to the team.
Fucking great leader.
Should have had 2.
And we got to stay there. We got to keep being consistent. We got to
getting in the way.
Hold each other accountable. We got to do the right things to be able to stay consistent and be the team we want to be.
What's your interpretation of how the running game has gotten unlocked the way it has the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think it's come down to one mentality. I think the other one is the way the coaches have been able to help us.
I was
on
coaching
offense
my ass
and
off
things
today.
like that of shifts and
motions
and things like that. When
made
you
a
start shifting
play
motion
that belongs on
you have Chris
ESPN.
Cross,
I
when the
kid
ball
you
is
not.
snapped also, it affects defenses and it puts people out of place so that it can help with double teams or triple teams or getting up to the second level. When you start getting up to the second level, like I said last week, and we got the back and things like that, you start seeing.
The only thing I heard from Steph is she yelled at me for texting you.
Oh yeah, because we were watching.
That only helps us. We got to keep that rolling, and we got to get the other half going.
Listen, asshole.
Tell him to not text us if we're watching on the phone. We got to send it into ESPN, bro.
I would say similar in a way, obviously, just because you're 4-2 and you got things rolling. But I think,
you will not believe it. I can't believe it.
Recently,
text it to me.
90 yards.
The living in the known.
on a
of,
fucking.
if we do the right things throughout the week, if we
Do you have the
practice
video
right ways,
of
if
it?
we,
I haven't watched the
if we
video.
do enough
yet.
study,
I know
watch
it's
enough film,
somewhere.
we do all the right things. We got the coaches, we got the players, we got the belief in each other, coaches, everybody inside that building that we will, come out with a win. And
I believe
I think
TTNL is
I think
the
that's the biggest.
standard standalone in breaking down the Bears for truth. We don't flip flop midweek. We don't come out here with some crazy thoughts post game. Usually, I would say 95% correct. Then we watch the tape and show you how correct we were. If you've ever watched a game with me live, you'll know that I can see it all live at the stadium. I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
This team right now, despite the mistakes, is believing in themselves. And when you have a team that's defense can take chances and create mismatches and turnovers, now with a run game and a young quarterback learning a new system, the sky's the limit for this team. And that's the reality.
Yep. And that's, like I said, and somebody asked me, do I think that they should be buyers? Yeah, 100%. If you can add to this team,
I agree with you.
You do it 100%.
He's a professional.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons is not available, according to all the insiders now, that they will not trade him. He also got hurt today, his hamstring, and I know he went off, so I don't know if he came back, but they got mollywopped by the Patriots. But right in the schnoz, $5. Ugly win and sloppy from Caleb today. Hopefully he cleans it up, and because this game should have been a 30-point blowout win. Bear down, keep growing. CW18. Yeah, and again, end of the day, it's the win. I don't give a shit about how many points it was. And I know I made the comment that the Bears need to punch him in the fucking face, but if you have over 200 yards and you get a 12-point win at home in a 3-point league, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And when I make those comments, guys, more so what that means is you can't come home and be flat and get beat by this Saints team.
Exactly.
That's what that means.
They weren't flat today. That's for sure. Something we have not seen. And the refs calling forward progress. I forgot about that one, Jasper.
Every week pathetic. You see that shit. I know. And it usually against the Bears. Yeah, it was crazy.
Come on. That was outstanding by Monangai and the team.
Yeah.
Every other Philadelphia gets that fucking touchdown.
All day. Chris Ruderschmidt, $4.99. Stats are for losers. Saints are a different defense with Chase Young. QB, pass pro, and receivers had a tough day. Great job, run game, and D. And yeah, Chase Young did look good out there. Theo didn't have his best day. He bounced back, but early. And I know, Phil, you weren't there for the fiasco there in the beginning where he completely whiffed on him.
I saw it.
And and almost got picked and then followed it up with a false start. But again, if we're going to sit here and say that there's going to be bumps in the road, there's going to be bumps in the road for Theo Benedette also. And there was today, and that's part of the process. Caleb is no different than Theo in learning this offense. And listen, there was people making excuses for Braxton Jones in year 4. Theo Benedette's been a starter at left tackle for 2 games. Not even at that point, 1 game.
It's pathetic how people think they know.
It's Phil. It's fantasy football effect. What it is, bro.
Fucking thumbs and fingers on some of this shit.
Pontruvius Sweezy never holsters his thumbs when it comes to super chats. He's there every week. Ugly win here. W is a W, but we got to get penalty, liposuction, and tighten that shit up. Too many of them are always self-sabotaging.
Fucking terrible calls.
Yeah, they were.
Offensive pass interference on Loveland again.
Oh, God. This week was worse than last week.
Worse than the last, I swear. All he did was stand and look for the ball. That's what you teach it.
And the helmet to helmet.
Dude, on Kyler Gordon, that was atrocious. It wasn't his fucking helmet.
Shoulder to shoulder. Yeah. If you're going to call helmet to helmet, there should be a helmet involved.
There needs to be a review on this. It's pathetic. New York needs to call down and say that was not illegal. Stop. What are we playing? Soccer with Jackal?
Mo is back. $4.99. Give me your opinion. We get turnovers, but what happens if we don't? You don't get turnovers, you don't win a lot. I mean, that's just the name of the
Football,
game.
bro.
Yeah, it's football.
You can't say what if it happens.
Yeah, that's like counting almost interceptions like they do in Chicago.
You
Have done
can't
for
ask
years.
those questions in football, guys.
Troy Stevens, $4.99. The same people saying they don't care about Caleb putting up good stats when they lose are now complaining about his bad stats when they win. It's because those people are never going to be fans of Caleb Williams, ever. And just imagine Lunatic being in our chat for years at this point and just coming in with pure stupidity. It's an embarrassment. Joe Treviso or whatever the fuck his name was. He shut up after I called him out. But he made a comment last week about Caleb, so I went to his Twitter profile, and it's the same shit over and over. Every single beat reporter that says something about Caleb, he says the same shit about him being gay, about him painting his nails, about him sucking. Imagine living a life like that. Imagine. What an embarrassment. I'm glad Joe couldn't afford our patron program anymore. I'm glad he's gone. I don't want people like that associated with what we do. There's our guy Eric Clemens. I swear these refs seem to be looking for anything.
Grabbed his fucking face mask too, and didn't get a call there. I've never seen so many calls. I swear, I'm living the same life as a coach as Ben is living with the Bears. I don't get a fucking call. Bears don't get a fucking call either. They always call against us, though. It's crazy.
Chris Jackal in the building. He's yelling to Corn Planner, Chris, go give Corn a hug. He's watching the Milwaukee Brewers highlight video. You want to hear from Bears running back? Of
course.
DeAndre Swift.
Especially
he's got shit all over his hat.
Right? It's a Padres hat.
Something happened after that. So I just feel like we've been doing a better job this week and past week.
Somebody on Keep It at 100 said he's going to go back-to-back 100-yard games. Pretty sure it was me. So I hit on my bold prediction.
Yes, you did.
Everybody just doing their job. That's really what I can say. The most thing that I've noticed. The first 3 games, it was kind of like we was off somewhere, whether it be mic points or anything like that.
Pat Finley's a huge Padres fan.
Doing a better
Guarantee
job
he brings up the hat.
Being, I would say,
That's
focused
Pat.
on the details.
There's Pat. What about Pat?
Ben's message after the game, but understanding that it's a win, but there's also some red zone stops and penalties and those details that he's pointing out.
We have yet to play clean football
right.
4 quarters offensively. So I can't wait to see what that looks like, especially when our defense is playing how they've been playing. We kind of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Shout out to Moody again, doing a great job kicking the ball.
What was it like to watch them the way they're hitting today?
Yeah, it's amazing. They've been like that since the first week. They've been the energy for us, I would say. We got to do a better job of feeding off the momentum that they're giving us, and then play better complementary football. When they getting takeaways, we got to go get 7. That should be our mindset moving forward.
Andre, even on some of your longer runs the last couple of weeks, they've been plays where you hit the hole at the line, where you were just really running through where it was open between the tackles. Are you finding it to be a different situation running behind this offensive line than what you had?
There's so many comments. I can't
say they're doing a great job. I'm just keep saying that they're doing a great job up front. Been doing a great job of calling it throughout the whole game. All 10 other people on the field are doing their job. When they're doing their job, I got to do mine. That's how we're going to continue to succeed.
Andre, your touchdown, what did you see on that particular run?
A lot of
kind
grass.
of pressed the line of scrimmage, saw space, cut it back. I got to see exactly. I think somebody tried to get my ankles and things like that. But it was close. Made it happen. Made a good play.
That came after the takeaways.
Yeah.
You guys converting there.
That was one of the times we did a good job. I think, I don't know what happened on the other 3. I think defense had 4 takeaways, right? I knew we didn't have 4 touchdowns off of that. So got to find a way to get touchdowns.
Is that an ideal split for you guys today with you and Kyle?
I'm not the coach.
But it helps take some of it off of you.
Yeah, I mean, he had a hell of a game.
Spoken like a true RB1.
The receivers blocking. Everybody in our room should have a phenomenal day.
Physically, DeAndre, how do you get yourself ready when you're on the injury report, you're battling some things and just getting
I'm sticking to my routine and then being my best when my best was needed.
Just keep running with that same determination, bro. Because that's the difference there. You're
100%.
running with vision and determination.
And some explosiveness through the line, man, that I hadn't seen. I saw Monin-guy, if he could have broke that last tackle, he was going to hide, but he looked explosive as hell on that one.
Run
that he broke
downhill,
through.
man.
Yeah.
Run downhill. Drop your pads. It was so fun to watch two backs getting after it like that. And that's what it is. Is that Monin guy there that they're interviewing?
Yeah, but this is going to be on their live Fox broadcast, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Hooper, $4.99, big W. Thing I didn't like was Rome's drops and that defensive, the end after the first or of the first half. Can't let that happen. And as you guys pointed out, Caleb not run. Yeah, he's got it, and he missed a lot of those today.
He admitted it though. That's the thing. Somebody's in his ear, either the head coach.
It's the coach, Phil. You could see Ben Johnson walking off the field. I texted you right before we went live, and I said, Ben looks irritated. He looks pissed.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. He knows because, listen, sometimes I said, survive in advance. Give yourself 5 is fine. He left more than that out there. Listen, it would have been a special play to Rome on the sideline, but it wasn't there. Take the 5. That was on first down. Take the 5. That's fine. Odds are we're going to get a false start next play anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very
maniacal. Sean Minnick, $9.99. I just want to say I'm a lifelong Bears fan. I'm 44. I'm so excited for the future. I know you don't like what Poles has done, but the way contracts are structured, I can see a great future. Listen, that's one thing that he has. Everything is structured around what they're going to be doing at quarterback. 100%. It is what it is. But at some point, you have to peel back all the layers of the onion and say, can this guy play fucking football? That is first and foremost. Yes, he had a good 40 time. Yes, he's got long arms. All of that. He was good in the meeting room. You have to bring in guys that can set a tempo because they just play good, fundamental, smart football. And the Bears are lacking guys like that. Like TJ Edwards. Is TJ Edwards ever going to go out there and be this athletic super freak linebacker? No. That's why he was an undrafted free agent. That's why he dropped. But he's critical to a football team with the way that he plays. Bears need more guys like that. Poles has had success bringing in UDFAs. It's just the way he goes about it, and we're not going to go down this rabbit hole, the way he structures his priorities on draft day with building a team give me big pause and definitely didn't warrant an extension. Yasir Ahmed, $4.99. The way the officiating has been going, I have a feeling we get blown out next week. Horrific officiating back-to-back weeks. Well,
can't go there.
Yeah.
Yasir. Can't. You're going to get blown out.
Jimmy Silas, $4.99. The Bears have not been the beneficiary of a pass interference call this year in 2025. I haven't looked into that. That's a great pull.
Probably 100% right. That one down the sideline should have been a pass interference. Never get a call.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sean Minnick is back, $4.99. And please, I'm not saying Poles has been great, but it's coming together. Williams will be great. And anyone that can't see it, I don't know. See it, they don't know football.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank ya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ben Hooper's back. Another false start for Komet. Also,
we can all live without Komet. I didn't feel like we missed Komet at all.
No.
When he was gone. Bring up Stevenson, trade Komet to the Dolphins. Let's get going. He belongs in Miami, and that's where you get him.
Ethan Kotz, $5. Good teams find a way to win these games. That's what the Bears are doing. Plenty to improve on, but I'd rather win while improving than lose. 100%. And don't forget, it's hard to remember. Last year at this time, we were 4-2. Heading to Washington with a Hail Mary. You were this far away from going to 5-2. And think about how different things potentially could have been. I'm glad, unfortunately, the way that they turned out, because I was never going to be a believer in Eberflus at head coach. But It's crazy how things work like that. Bears 4-game win streak, 4-2. Mo is back. I truly believe people pray for Caleb to have low stats to talk him down. 100%, man. Hashtag go Blue Jays. Well, they better win tonight.
Jesus, he's not lying. I've never seen anything like it.
But Phil, there's Bears fans out there that I don't think are interested in the W. They're interested in trying to be right and to tear the kid down for stats.
Like you're playing against the fucking team, the refs, and your own fucking fan base. I've never seen anything like this in my entire football existence, that you're so fucking separated from reality of what timeline a young quarterback drafted first overall is going to take with what transpired his rookie year in the fucking complete house of negligence that was Chicago. Now you got a fucking head coach here, and you still have some terrible mishaps in regards to roster. Ruben Hippolyte, for real?
Phil, think about you being down Noah Sewell. You drafted a quote-unquote athletic fast linebacker in round 4, and you're inactive for the second consecutive week, a healthy scratch. That tells you all you need to know, that even this coaching staff realizes.
Dennis Allen said, Ryan, shut the fuck up. That's what he
Dennis
said.
Allen praised him and pointed him out, but I mean, DeMarco Jackson made a couple nice plays
Jackson
today.
played well today. He did.
Yeah.
And he played, you know what? Tremaine Edmonds needs some fucking props for
the move to him
playing at will linebacker has changed the dynamic.
He looks.
I will take a bow there because I said if a move to Will, TJ is a better Mike. He just understands that B, C to A gap read. He just gets it better. Whereas Tremaine can flow and fly.
Right. Booker was not a healthy scratch, Dan. He hasn't been activated to the 53. He's still in his window. They haven't even activated him yet. So he's not a healthy scratch.
I thought they took him up.
No, they open his window is open. The only one that they activated. They activated Homer.
2 players. Oh, it was Homer and it was Homer and Booker that they took back.
But they're not They're not ready. They're not healthy though. He's not a healthy.
He's not healthy.
He's not a healthy scratch.
Scratch. He ended up.
That's what they said with Grady Jarrett. Odds are, if it was a 75-degree day and the field was dry, I bet you Grady Jarrett plays. They didn't want to risk it.
Then the sun came out all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let's get back. Jump into
this guy. Hold on. He's seen podcasts admit that they want the Bears to lose.
100%. They're everywhere.
Can you imagine?
Right. No,
Jose. Just think. Talking to Jose now. These are the same people that are Bears fans are listening to these people. That's insane, right? Like, look at his sentence here of truth, because me and Shane know this as well. We were talking to Cap about the insanity of this. Like, this is the world we live in, that you're actually rooting against your own team so you can run the streets talking shit that you were right about Caleb Williams not being it. I don't know what to tell you. I put the jersey before everybody. And I hate the McCaskies. I do. And I could never turncoat my Bears. And for me, today was a special day because of what happened on the field here for the Wolverines and my son. You know what my son cares about? Let's watch the Bears, Dad. Hurry up. Let's get in the car so we can watch.
And that's what you love
and
to see.
High-fiving.
This is what I just don't understand. So Tom says, how many Bears quarterbacks have turned into busts? It's not that shocking that Bears fans are quick to judge. In reality, Caleb needs time, but it would be nice to see a better trend in development. How have you not seen a trend in development?
Tom, you're acting like the cliff was just run off of. Like, what in the world are you doing here?
Ben Johnson would even tell you that you're crazy.
Your reality is so small. It's like you're on a fucking Atkins diet, cutting your fucking cake this big, saying, oh, I can have that much sugar. What are you talking about? There's so much development that's going on in Caleb's game just in year 2. You don't take one game and define it as a career path. You just don't. It's fucking outrageous and pathetic the way some people. Honest, I'm a football dude. I don't hide it. I can coach circles around some people. No doubt. If that's arrogant to you, I'm fucking confident in the shit I know and been proven right time and time and time again.
Osmonic 74 is right.
Let me finish it.
Yeah.
What Caleb Williams is right now from this last season is night and day different. And Roma Dunze makes a play here. The refs don't call that offensive passer. Things like that affect the momentum of a game and the confidence of your quarterback. When my young quarterback steps to the podium like he did today, I had a bad game. I got to be better. I got to run that's it. Home run, growth right there, Tom. Growth right there, Tom. Because not one game does a season or a player make. Sorry, Shane. I had to get that last.
No. But that's the thing. And listen, it's not a trend. It just is what it is. Unfortunately, there's lots of Bears fans out there that don't like Caleb Williams for reasons that have nothing to do with football, and they're never going to change. Guys like Joe Treviso, guys like Lunatic, or they're sitting there getting their kicks off by their, we know that Phil and Shane get fired up with haters, so we're going to get in there. Swifty, look what we're doing. We're going to go fire these guys up in the chat. Look, it's an embarrassment. There's one group of people that have not wavered with what we've said on Caleb Williams, and that's this group here at TTNL.
Out of everybody.
They've been all over the fucking map. We told you that it's going to take time.
Even my boy, Cap.
Yeah.
I had to put him in his place. Courtney Cronin, friend. I don't know where she's going with this. The reality is, you got to know football to understand how do you get an elite quarterback elite. You build each and every day, every game, every practice to get them to get to where they're going to go. I'm old enough to remember last year, Bryce Young is turning the corner, Shane.
And even then, Phil, he was never. Listen, I'm an Alabama guy, and Phil and I were on different ends of the spectrum on Bryce. I was never a believer in him becoming a big-time quarterback at the NFL level. He's made some plays. He ended up getting hurt today and got pulled. Andy Dalton came in. But even when they said that he was turning the corner last year, it was manufactured nonsense. I feel like to shit on Caleb Williams even more. And at the end of the day, right now, Caleb, through one season and 6 games, is at 29-8. If you want your stats, 29-8. I'm just bringing it up right here. So yeah, he for his career, he's at 62% completion percentage, which needs to improve. We understand that. Also includes some pretty easy drops.
A lot of drops.
4,720 yards, 29 touchdowns, 8 interceptions with a long of 65. Guys, and don't forget, he's played in 6 games. Last year, he was sacked 68 times. 68 through 17 games. Through 6, he's been sacked 10. So double it to 12. Then you're at 20. Double it again at 24. And they're not even going to play 24 games. You want to see improvement? That's improvement. Yes, the Bears line has gotten better in spots, in windows. But a lot of it is because Caleb Williams has grown as a quarterback. He's got validity surrounding him on the coaching staff.
100%. Shane, the double Malachi crunch where he escapes out, like,
and the very next play, he did it again.
Bro, this dude has an ability to escape. If we can get this offense to understand scramble drill better, then the sky's the limit for this kid. And he needs to run sometimes. Once you get out, I don't need you to try to find another passing window 4 times, maybe 2, and then get going. And I believe he will do that next week. There's some time in the past, he's against the fucking Vegas. It was Caleb Williams scrambles that won that fucking game. You want the truth? All the hidden first down, 3rd and 8. Caleb scrambles for 12, first down. 3rd and 7, scrambles for 20, first down. Those things crush.
Right.
I mean, absolutely crush a defense that you have this kind of quarterback that can do that stuff. Trust me. Trust me.
Speaking of crush, the Dallas Cowboys are up 17-8 over the Washington Commanders right now.
There you
Camp
go.
499. One thing I want to know is, why did the defense go away from the blitz? Seems like they got scared to get beat deep. After it's not even so much the blitz, it's just dropping back into zone. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, these seam routes to 83 and then down the field to 12.
Yeah, it reminded me of the old Flus defense on 3rd and long, where just the little comeback would, there they are, wide open, turn, and it's gain of 15.
I'm like, just stay in 2-man coverage. Stay in 2-man.
Yeah. $5 from Night Vision Jacko. I think it's Jacko. DDP into Smartest Man. Couple of Stallions. Go Bears.
Stallion right here. Shane, I'm the Italian stallion.
You're the Italian stallion, and I'm from Boston, so I'm not Italian, and so I've been told I'm from Boston. Ben Hooper is back. Punt and kick returner sucks. No vision. He runs like he's
my God,
on ice to me.
Duvernay is so.
It looks like he's running and then trying to count his blocks while he's doing it. I don't know.
What are you seeing? Because he can catch.
Mo says, if they hating, you're doing something right. Well, we must be doing a lot right, because we got lots of haters. We got lots of people that love us too, though. That's important. Steve G, $9.99. Flus's Bears would have panicked and likely shit the bed after the Saints scored to open the second half. Ben's Bears didn't. Caleb absolutely has to be better, but Team Arrow is obviously up overall. There you go. And that's what you want to see.
Your quarterback next week plays his best game of his fucking career.
I think Phil is correct. I think you see Caleb make plays, those plays that were open today. He makes those plays with his feet next week.
Oh, I bet you. I'll fucking say it now. He is going to light up next week. I'm just telling you.
2 wheels and a microphone.
I got 2 wheels and a microphone.
$4.99. Great to see the winning streak continue. Would like to see Caleb play a little better. Flus would have lost this one. That seems to be the theme of the day. Thank you, sir. Our guy, Johnny Centino. It may be ugly, but a win is a win. Just wait until all is clicking and clean. The future seems hella exciting. Hashtag motherfucking facts, y'all. Hashtag Spencer Strong.
There you go.
Hashtag TTNL.
Love Johnson. I didn't get to see Centino when I was in Chicago with Kerry Franklin.
That sucks.
Centino and his fucking
good peeps. Very good peeps.
What are those things?
I don't know.
Flying drone.
Oh, the drone. Yep.
I missed the drone.
Incinerator 37, $4.99. Ravens games will be huge. Must win for both. Lamar coming back. Defense has been awful. Roquan coming back too. Going to be a big game.
When that game is home?
In Baltimore.
Oh, it's in Baltimore.
Yep.
What night is that? Or is it Sunday game?
I believe it's Sunday at 1:00 East.
Oh shit.
Ben Hooper, $4.99. Here's your stats for Fields today. 6 for 12, 46 yards, and got benched for Tyrod Taylor, who promptly came in and threw 2 interceptions, by the way.
There you go.
Oh, to be a Jets fan. And it says the Jets are in the trade market for a
quarterback,
for a kick returner. I'm like, yeah, you got some bigger things to worry about than kick returner. We'll send you Duvernay. Yep. 2 wheels and a microphone, $1.99. It was the Gingerbread Man's podcast. Well, I hate to sound like Pat, the designer here. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they do great work. So I just don't agree with them. Funkster Jones.
Funkster Jones from Pittsburgh, Shane.
Hey, Bear fans, we have won 4 in a row. Bear down, and our quarterback is going to be a superstar. Real Bears fans should too. I love it, TTNL. You're the best. We love you, Funkster Jones.
I love some Funkster Jones.
We might have to hook up. There's a rumor out there that maybe TTNL may be on the road, Phil.
On the road.
For the NFL draft this year in Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
Man,
I'm ready.
Imagine Funkster live on air with us.
Funkster live on the set?
Yeah.
Where is there a Bears bar in Pittsburgh?
Funkster will. I think he said there was before.
Good internet connection.
Yeah. Travis
Price and Funkster Jones live in that area.
Travis, number 27, Browning.
Supporters.
$1.99. Looking to next week. How would you attack Baltimore? Listen,
Same way you did today.
Right.
Run the fucking ball. Action game off of it.
Yep.
I need some better route runs in action and a shallow cross. Always have an answer underneath. They don't do it.
I thought a couple more of the play, and I know a couple of them got blocked. The passes did, but I thought we'd see a couple more screens today. Caleb had the nice one there at the end when he was getting killed.
Oh,
he just flipped it up to Swift. Yeah, dumped it off.
He needs to get credit for that. Didn't.
Right.
We do have some escaped out of that shit.
We do have some breaking news.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
No, I'm not ending the show, but this just in the TTNL news desk. Corn planter, $2. All moms love Phil.
All
and Shane.
moms.
Ain't that the truth?
All moms. I know Greg Bragg's mom loves us, and
That's right.
Cherie's mom.
Come one, come all. We give and receive corn. There we go. Where is Miss Deborah? She wasn't in the chat the other night, I don't think.
Debbie, where are you?
Debbie, where are you? Debbie.
Deb. Do you think Ryan Poles can see that Duvernay has lost 6 steps?
Yeah, I think it's more than that. I mean, I went back when the Bears signed him, and I was actually low-key kind of excited about it with what he could bring here. But it's like he's in processing mode. You know, it's like watching YouTube if you have a shitty internet connection, and it's just spinning, and you're like, all right, go. No, all right, go. Tackled.
Yeah.
God,
give me anybody. Get me that kid that's been on the fucking former Miami wide receiver that's on the fucking Titans practice squad. He would be a better punt returner.
Mrs. Priest, big fans of Phil and Shane.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Listen, all of us in Pittsburgh, I like that. Now we got to find a spot. Someone who's a tech guru. Can Ron G travel to Pittsburgh and set up an internet connection for us live right outside the draft? Overlooking the draft. That would be awesome.
Didn't do it, McNeil. I didn't do it. So they are showing the Ben Johnson talk in the. I just don't want to put it up there because it's on it's Marquis' feed, but I'm sure the Chicago Bears social media team will have that up. It's obviously not as loud and boisterous as the other ones have been, which is no surprise. I do see he's handing out the game ball, and it's going to a defender. Defense four sacks. Dennis Allen gets the game ball.
Dennis
the defensive
Allen.
coordinator. It was not Tyson Bagent, who I'm shocked.
Dennis Allen.
Tyson Bagent
How
did
he
not get a game ball.
Tyson?
Actually, are going to love the post-game breakdown. Dennis Allen goes absolutely fucking crazy when they gave him the game ball because
That's
he's beating
awesome.
his former team, and now he's giving a speech. Yeah, it is. It's great. Everybody fired up. Ryan Poles there. Ben Johnson holding his chin high. Dennis Allen is holding Tyson Bagent's game ball. Sorry, lunatic. Better luck next time. Dennis Allen says, you boys work your ass off, but guess what? For the next one, 4 ain't enough.
There you go.
Now he's running them up.
I love it.
Yep. So that's
got to be fired up to play this game. The Bears go out there. They run the ball really well. It's been a long time. I think maybe since Thomas Jones. Maybe a couple games with Demo, but they just never committed to it.
No,
so
they didn't.
Back-to-back games, Shane.
It was hit and miss.
Always talking about your identity, need to find an identity. All of these other shitty Matts couldn't do it. Here is a Ben. He needed a Ben to get it done.
Matt Carstensen just texted, thought you were talking about him. But Courtney Cronin spoke to Drew Dahlman. Drew Dahlman put the struggles with the snaps on himself today, said it's part of a technique issue that needs to be fixed. On the second snap issue in the third quarter, the ref said I double clutched it, and I'm sure he is right. He was very right, Drew. So I must have hitched it. Reacted to the wrong part of the cadence or something like that. I honestly don't really remember, but it was on me. It was on nobody else.
Love it.
Yep.
Listen, accountability is key. Dahlman didn't have the greatest game last week. Then today, obviously, it got even worse. Some of the last week on 3rd and 2, or is it 1? That center snap that goes flying over his head. You can't have that. I hated going into gun there to get 1. But this week, again, some mishaps with the center exchange on him. So hopefully they get it cleaned up and go forward with this positivity. We got the locker room here.
That's right. Hey, what do you say? Hey, man, I'm proud of you guys so much. That was a huge week for us, and the reason why we didn't handle the short week well the first go-around, so much better this go-around. Let me tell you something. Offense, 200 yards on the ground.
We didn't talk about short week.
Not about short week.
Defense, 4 turnovers.
Wait till you see Dennis Allen. That's great.
Holy cow. I got 1 game ball for right now. We'll have more tomorrow. I have 1 game ball right now, okay? Already talked about defense, 4 turnovers, okay? Defense, 44 yards on the ground. All right? Defense, 4 sacks. Dennis Allen, come here!
There you go. You love this.
Think they've bought in? They've bought in?
I got a speech.
I got a speech.
Hey, something
sometimes the good Lord just has a freaking plan for you that you don't know about.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes you ain't good enough for somewhere else.
Preach.
That's perfectly fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I love being here.
Yeah.
And I love being with this group of guys.
Yes, sir.
You guys worked your damn
Yes, sir.
but 4 ain't enough.
Yeah.
4 ain't enough.
Bleeping out the swears. It's gotta be nuts.
Here we go. Consistent coach. I love it. Sending the message.
Imagine watching that shit and say, all we got to do is bench the fucking quarterback and we're off, baby. We're off. I fucking Bears fans or something else, I tell you.
We have some dumb fans. But one person that ain't dumb, Ben Johnson, gets it. The best thing to do is give your DC that game ball there. The players all fired up. He's fired up. Good, better, best. It's what it is right now.
Better than the rest, right?
It is.
Gary Cadishon, 90.59, $2. Phil, buy Starlink for mobile internet. Well, we got some time. We'll see how it is, but
We'll have to. I don't know what a Starlink is, but if we got a computer guy, then we get it done.
Yeah.
Can Ron G step up, Shay?
Listen, I love Ron G. I'm not saying anything negative.
Ron was right. I'm on delay. That fucking tackle moved
100%.
fucking way early. Easy false start on the touchdown throw. I'm like, what the fuck? The right tackle. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I hear you. With that being said, Phil, I think we've
time,
done
bro.
an
I gotta
hour,
get
little over
something.
90 minutes in. Got to
I'm
go up
tired.
and get these kids fed, spend a little quality time with those two. We're going to get out of here. We have a big week, like always, coming up. Phil and I will be live tomorrow evening, CHGO After Dark, breaking down the Bears versus Saints from today. As soon as we're wrapped up with that, Big Steve will go live without all 22 and without his intro for right now, because can't play that because we're getting dinged. Then that'll bring us to Tuesday evening where we're off. Back keeping it 100. We'll be live again Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. East. Everybody knows that. And then Cars Keys will be back Thursday, a little bit later start time this week on my end because I'm going to be away at my son's soccer game and traveling home. So we're going to kick off Cars Keys Thursday night at 9 p.m. East before we get into the slate of games on over the weekend as the Bears head to Baltimore. And I know DDP will have all of the breakdowns, and we will keep all of our patrons up to date on everything Chicago Bears. If you are not a patron, you better get on the fucking wave. Ride with us, because we ain't stopping. TheTapeNeverLies.com. Sign up. Become a part of the family. You'll be a better, wiser, smarter football fan. If you do, I don't know. Anything else you got to say, Phil, before we get out of here?
No, guys, seriously, if you haven't become a patron and you really want to be informed and debate and then get your ass reamed as well when you're totally off base, become a patron. TheTapeNeverLies.com. You'll get the analysis right there for you to see, truthfully, the real truths, because the tape never lies. A lot of these fraud boys, blog boys, and obviously awful fans, as well as commentators throughout the country, are going to have an agenda. The agenda is to get clicks by agitation. Get clicks by agitation. This is a programming note. It's a philosophy done in politics, football, sports, basketball, soccer, all of it. Agitate to get attention.
That's right.
We're not going to do that here. Become a patron for the truth. That's it.
The tape never lies. Scan that QR code. It'll take you to all of our social media. It'll take show you how to sign up to become a patron. I think you'll all love it. Let's go. Bears 4-2.
4-2.
Let's
Four
go.
in a row, Shane.
Let's keep stacking them. QB1 ain't going anywhere. How about that? How about them apples? We all love it. We'll see everybody soon. Chicago Bears 4-2. Bear down, everybody.
Bear down.
Thank you for watching Bears Hour Live, the best post-Bears game show on the planet, on the Tape Never Lies Network.